How about that?
Check to.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Hope everyone had a great day. Christian Ballard here, Ballard Sports Media, coming at you live. Figured I'd do something, get like an actual title, Tuesday Live Hangout. Maybe I'll drop the link if anyone shows up. And we can talk and everything, read comments, just kind of talk with you guys in the chat. But I also put something in there that I kind of want to talk about, just trust God with everything. I know I got to be careful with what I say. I'm sure some people might say don't say anything about it at all whatsoever, but just all I'll say is I'm a big believer in Christ. I'm a man of faith. And there's just a bunch of crap going down, as we know, with all the stuff in the country. I mean, I won't get too far into it, but just know that for Ukraine and everything, we're prayers going out there always. And just it's difficult times. And I know it's a stressful time, but I don't know. Just trust God with anything that really comes your way in life, because I know that he's got a great plan for everybody out there. And, he's got a plan for everybody's life. He really just has a plan for life itself. And I guess this is part of it. I'm not going to get too far into it, but let's just say, I mean, obviously, I don't know, man. I'm thinking about the whole Ukraine deal. And again, I know I try not to get political on here, but first off, I like hanging out with you guys on here. So, I mean, I'll drop the link if anyone wants to hop on. I mean, always, everybody's always welcome, to join in the stream. And so there's that. But yeah, I mean, I'm on social media. I don't want to say 24/7, but I mean, I guess anytime I'm just kind of hanging around the house, I'm either live on here, working on a video, obviously after I've made sure school and everything's taken care of. But, I just see all the news. Like, I see it. I try very hard not to get into it on here, but, when it's a big crisis like it is right now, just be praying. I mean, but that's as far as I'll get into it. I won't go too far with it, but just I don't know. I just felt the need to just give my thoughts a little bit on the situation. Just there's a lot of stuff that just to be praying for. God's got a great plan. He loves us all, and I know He's looking down on us, and just yeah. So let's see. So Wallace, as I mentioned, I've been trying to talk about basketball with you guys on here. The school I go to, we had homecoming last week, and then we wrapped up the actual regular season this past week. So we did great. We won the games, close ones, or they were at least close at homecoming. But yeah, some good teams. On to baseball, on to softball. I don't know when track and field is. And obviously, I wish they had a football team. But that's fine. But yeah. Let me see. But yeah, just like I said, I don't want to get too political. In fact, it's best that I don't. But the whole Ukraine thing, just be praying. It is a big deal, and it's chaos and madness. I mean, you scroll social media, you can't help but see it every other thing you see in your feed. And it's just, I don't know, kind of on my mind. But we can move on past that and just kind of hang out. A couple people live. NBA's live. Mavericks. Let's see. Mavericks, Lakers, scoreboard. I could probably share screen that and put that up. I hope they don't take it down. She got sports is live. Y'all go check her out. She does a lot of great stuff. She was live. I don't know. Unless she's live for this game. I don't know, but Sippy Sports Show, my guy, streamed a few minutes ago. Let's see. Who's texting me? Let's see. I put a tweet out yesterday. I want to get y'all's thoughts on this. I mean, is it time to start Trey Lance for San Francisco? I mean, you drafted the guy for a reason. I was a little bit curious, but I don't know. I think he's got a bright future, honestly. He was okay. He was great at North Dakota State. The only thing with him is like that competition compared to like what if you want to look at this past draft class, like what Trevor Lawrence had to face, what Mac Jones faced, obviously, at Alabama in a all-conference season, or all-SEC season. He wasn't really put much to the test, but that's the big rumor going around. Like, I think the 49ers should just go ahead and start Trey Lance out. I think that, you know, what there's no reason really to wait. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo, I don't even think he's bad, but someone's got to give something to the 49ers. You drafted Trey Lance for a reason. He looks like a guy that I think could be talented enough to be a franchise starting quarterback. What's up, Dominic? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Why not start him? Let's see. NBC Sports puts out an article yesterday how NFL analysts believe Shanahan's offense will help Trey Lance. Let me share screen this. I'm doing good, Dominic. Good to see you in the chat, buddy. I'm going to share screen this here. Let's talk about this. But I believe it's time for Trey Lance in California. I think it's time. This is from NBC Sports. I mean, it's not like some opinionated article all the way around from some blogger or anything like myself, but let me mute that site. So it says rumors have swirled regarding Trey Lance's readiness to take over the 49ers offense in 2022, but several NFL analysts believe that with Kyle Shanahan as his coach, the young quarterback is set to succeed. I think that's what it boils down to. By the way, I think that Kyle Shanahan worked with Jimmy G. Now, then again, Jimmy G also worked with Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. when you look back at what he did in the Patriots and all that stuff. He is still on the roster. He still seems like the guy. Now, I saw news earlier that he's going to have shoulder surgery, right? He won't throw for 16 weeks. Now, that is far. We have too much, like longer than 16 weeks until the season, right? 16 weeks, what's that, 4 months? That'd be, that'd be September. That'd be about until the start of the season. So he really wouldn't have much time in the off season. But anyway, getting back to Trey Lance for a second. In his rookie season, Lance appeared in 6 games, 2 as the starting quarterback. The former number 3 overall draft pick completed 41 of his 71 attempts for 603 yards, 5 touchdowns. He also carried the ball 38 times for 168 yards and an additional score on the ground. That's the thing. See, here's the thing. Let's say you have a full-on 100%, which obviously at this point is not the case, and who knows what's going to happen come time for the football season. Let's say we get to the NFL season in August, preseason even. Forget the regular season, even in the preseason. Let's say even if you have a full-on 100% Jimmy G and he's all healed up from his shoulder surgery, which I doubt, because, it takes a long time to heal that, right? Let's say, hypothetically, he's 100% healthy. Is it really right for them to put Jimmy Garoppolo on the bench? Because it's saying right here and showing that, Trey Lance had the numbers. I like Trey Lance at North Dakota State. I really did. I think he's very mobile. I think his size is, he's 6'4", 224. Like, holy cow. You know what I'm saying? Let's look at something real quick and let's compare these two quarterbacks here, Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance. But I think it's time. Now, of course, I'm going to show you his stats. I'm going to show you Trey Lance's stats. And of course they're going to be low. Of course they are. Why? Because he didn't get much playing time. Let me go here and show you his stats real quick. Trey Lance stats. Regular season. Well, heck, that's really all that made it, but 41 of 71. That's not too, for a first-year rookie that we didn't know what he was going to do, to have a 57 completion percentage, 5 touchdowns and only 2 picks, 603 yards, that's great. Now, Jimmy Garoppolo was a whole lot better. His QBR, honestly, was not that good at 53, but he threw for over 3,000 yards. I'd give him that. 20 touchdowns, okay, but 12 picks, it was like middle of the line. For what San Francisco should be, it was not good. So what do you do? I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Like, who should be the quarterback for San Francisco to start the season, let alone in the preseason? Like, who should take the first snaps in preseason if you're starting these games? It's really more so we focus on the regular season, but it's a big question, and it's what I've been hearing so much about Trey Lance. I've heard a lot of positive stuff. And first off, they're not drafting a quarterback. They got a guy in Trey Lance. I think he's got a bright future. I really do. Looking at Trey Lance stats, the last game, he came in and had a QBR of 31.4. That's not good. But he was 16 and 23. You look at that, that's okay. 69.6 completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 sack, longest play of 45. but he threw for over 249 yards. The QBR is messed up. I still don't know how they calculate that, but he ran 8 times for 31 yards. Longest rushing play is 6, so he could have done a little better in the run game, right? That's not bad though. Is he the guy that you trust to go out there and be a franchise guy full time? And what you can't do if you're the 49ers is you cannot switch back and forth. You know, you can't do this switcheroo at quarterback where you go in one play and start Jimmy G under center, and then it's like, oh, it's not working. Let's put in Trey Lance. Oh, it's working. But we want to put Jimmy G back out there. He's still our guy. Oh, great play, Jimmy. Okay. Trey Lance, why don't you run and pick up this first down on 2nd and 4? Like, don't do that. Find a guy and put him out there full time if he's healthy. Joseph Sandberg says Trey Lance for upside. Jimmy G is who he is. He's got a couple comments here. Trey Lance is more likely to keep the defense honest. I think so too. More importantly, I don't think Jimmy is a franchise QB. Yeah, and that's not saying he's not a good QB. I think Jimmy G's got some good quality tools. I think he can throw the ball well. I think his leadership is decent. I would agree that he's not a franchise quarterback. And I think there's a difference between franchise and starting, right? Like a franchise quarterback is still a starting quarterback, but a starting quarterback, such as Jimmy Garoppolo, doesn't always have to be a franchise quarterback. A franchise quarterback this is our guy, ride or die. If he's healthy, he's out there on the field for us, and we're building around him. You mean to tell me that the 49ers are sitting there looking at Jimmy Garoppolo saying, Jimmy G is our guy and we're going to build around him? Kyle Shanahan's going to build around that? Are you sure? Because otherwise, why did they take a quarterback at number 3? Why were they thinking about a quarterback? Because there were rumors. Are they going to take Mac Jones? Are they going to take Justin Fields? A lot of people thought it would be Justin Fields at number 3, or it should have been. They went with Trey Lance. I thought it was a pretty interesting pick. A starting quarterback he's our go-to guy, right? Yeah, he's the guy we're going to put out there. He's the one leading our offense. Franchise quarterback to me means this is our guy no matter what. If he's healthy, he's going to play, and we hope to keep him long-term. Therefore, when we draft and when we sign a guy or the guys that we've already had even before him, we look at those guys and we say, you better get to know this guy. We're going to build around him, and you're going to be part of it. I really think there's a difference between starting quarterback and franchise guy. I'm not necessarily ready to say Trey Lance could be the franchise guy for the 49ers, but I definitely think going into this next season, I think you should just go ahead and give him the chance to start, unless you want to keep hurting Jimmy G. Crap. I don't know, but time will tell. If I'm the 49ers and I'm making a call and I'm making a decision, I'm giving Trey Lance a chance out there. I don't think we've really seen enough of him on the field. Now, when he's gone out there, he's looked okay. I don't know if we've seen enough to necessarily throw him under the bus and say that he's a bust of a draft pick yet. So why not go out there, put the number 3 guy, number 3 pick, right? Go ahead and put that guy on the field. With all due respect to Jimmy G, no hatred, nothing but love for him. He's great. But the 49ers need to find that rhythm, that true leadership. And I think if there's anything Jimmy Garoppolo's lacking, it's probably that. That's why I think you should just go ahead and give the nod to Trey Lance come 2022. later this fall. Hey, Roll Tide, Jeff. How you doing, buddy? Love you, man. Good to see you. I guess I could drop the link if anyone wants to come on for a bit. That's all right. Best for both parties. Best for Jimmy and best for the Niners, I guess is what you're saying, Joseph. Who would you trade with, though? And let me ask you this. Do you trade for a quarterback or do you trade for some picks? Because let's say if Trey Lance, if we still want to find out about this guy, let's say he's injury prone, hypothetically, and you got to put a guy out there. Do they have a backup quarterback on their roster they could put out there? I mean, seriously. Their quarterback depth is a big question. Trading for picks, there you go. And by the way, Jimmy G is questionable on the injured reserve list, or he's not on the IR yet, but he's listed as questionable with his shoulder. You literally have him or Trey Lance. They don't have a third string. They don't have a fourth string. You got Elijah Mitchell at running back. You got Deebo Samuel, George Kittle, Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, is pretty good. They got the weapons out there. They just need the quarterback. That's literally the thing missing. Hey, Trucker Tim, Double T Sports. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, sir. Love you, man. Good to see you. But yeah, I'm sold on giving Trey Lance a chance. But then again, I remind you, I'm not a 49ers fan. I really don't like the Niners, but if I gotta forget who I like or who I don't like in the NFL, just yeah. Eastern Illinois, alma mater of Tony Romo, Sean Payton, and Mike Shanahan. There you go. Trey Lance. Let's see. Trey Lance is a bust waiting to be exposed. That's a good possibility, Jeff. I would say a CB. Are you talking about a cornerback or did you mean QB? Or a day 2 pick? Again, I dropped the StreamYard link. Anyone's welcome to join on if you guys want to. Cornerback. That's what I thought. And shout out to Ali Marpet retiring from the Bucks today. Sad news there. Long time offensive tackle for the Buccaneers. Drafted in 14 or 15? I think it was 15. But he was still like a few years ago. I complained about the offensive line. It literally was him and then everybody else around Ali Marpet. I mean, Ali Marpet always did his job for the Bucks. But at least you could re-sign Jensen. You talk about Ryan Jensen, our center? Yeah. I think we'll bring him back for the Buccaneers, and I guess we build around him. You play Tristan Wirfs full time at right tackle. I still think we should go out and try to draft some more offensive linemen or look in free agency. There's a couple guys they could get in the draft. They could probably even get some guys at pick what are we at? 27, I think. I mean, there's some guys they could pick up in the first round at offensive tackle. I think there's a guy from like Northern Iowa that people say is a good prospect. So also, welcome to the month of March. I can't believe we're 3 months into this this year already. It's crazy. Then again, part of it being we didn't get a full month of February. What's it, 28 days? So. Hey, what's up, BBD? How you doing? Love you, man. I hope you're doing okay. I know it's been a rough year for you, or past few months with all your surgeries and everything going on. So, always praying for you, buddy. What's up, Jacob? How you doing? Now we're getting some people in here. Again, I dropped the link, man. I love getting you guys on, but it's up to you guys. I know you saw my video. Which one? Was it the hold on. I commented on it, I think. Was it the Mayhem Matthews mom calls in to Uncle Lou's show? Yeah, I saw that. Hold on, I'm going to share that. So this is I'm going to hit the thumbs up. This is Mayhem Matthews mom calls into Uncle Lou's show. Go subscribe to Jacob Watson. He does some good videos and a good Georgia fan. Thanks, bro. 9 surgeries, 7 months, can't bring me down. That's right, BBD. You're a tough man. And if I like what Steve Harvey said, if God keeps waking you up, he's not through with you yet. So good Lord still has you here, man. He's got me here too for some reason, but we'll see what that is. All right, let's see what this Mayhem Matthews is. And Jacob, what's up? I'm going to play this if that's fine.
Oh, yeah, play that. That's fine.
So I did see it, I think. But, yeah.
It was there for 4 years.
All right, here we go.
Let's go.
Early 2000. So he was there before.
He was there. Was he there when O'Shawn was there?
Awkward side.
Yeah, good morning, my drone.
Yes, the first time I called in, not about kind of football, but your show was very entertaining, and I wanted to accept my maybe mother-in-law.
That's part of the video.
Yeah, I know.
You already know this. Yeah, I said I made him Matthew's mother-in-law.
Oh.
And I apologize. Yeah, that he is a cloning experiment that went wrong.
Wow. Now this is great here.
I'm pretty sure y'all know.
Yes. So this is Mayhem Matthews' mother-in-law. Yes, yes. Now, now is he clinically insane?
I think so. I'm not sure if it's from being dropped on his head when he was a baby, or like I said, whether he's just a clone experiment that went terribly wrong.
Nice.
But,
have you seen the video where he's half naked and he's rubbing LED lights on his chest?
Yes, clinically insane.
Like I said, I'm getting ready. That's why I didn't say my name. I don't want anybody to know that I am his mother-in-law.
Right.
that might know who I am.
Yeah. Now,
He's a good
how do
he's a good guy.
how
but
do you
I
think
have
he's
to
going to
learn
do at the
that.
Slob Olympics, though? Like, he thinks he's going to win the Slob Olympics. What's your opinion on that?
Oh,
I
God.
hadn't smoked that much dope in my life that I would think he would win.
I did see this earlier, Jacob, and that's the part that threw
I
me.
know.
I was rolling on the floor. I ain't smoked that much dope in my life yet. That's a stinger. Oh my gosh. I could. He says he's going to win the Slob Olympics. His mother's like, her mother in law is like, hey, I ain't smoked that much dope. That's so funny, man.
I haven't been quite that drunk or that high yet. I mean,
This is the best call we've ever had. This is Matthew Mayhem's mother-in-law calling in to let us know that no, he is not winning the Slav Olympics. This is breaking news here on the Uncle Lou Show. This is amazing. Now your daughter must be a saint.
I really don't know. I'm thinking about getting some counseling for her.
Yeah.
I've tried to talk to her about her questionable taste. There are some things worse than being alone. And being married to make him Matthew might fall into one of them categories. Right?
Oh man, this is great. But I'm thinking now, like, what if some of my mother-in-laws ever called into a show? Some of the things they might say about me. So I don't know. I might not want to laugh too much here. I might find myself on
They
the
might
wrong
have
end
too
of one of
much
these calls.
information on him.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Yeah, I mean, I even asked Matthew, what are you thinking on some of his videos? And I'm having fun, but, like you say, I get alarmed from some of them.
Yeah. They're disturbing. A little bit disturbing.
Oh, he made one this morning. Did you see the one he made this morning?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, he made it
They're
directly at you.
disturbing.
Okay.
He made it directly at you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's quite different,
I'm gonna play it
But
after
I
this
just-
call.
I'm coming to Slav Olympics with him because I got to watch this.
Oh,
Me and my daughter both are coming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we all three, we got to watch it.
You'll have a great time. There's a lot of people like you that are coming just to kind of see what the hell it is that's going on.
But, hopefully we can get Matthew to sit down so the drugs wear off anyway.
Well, hey, thank you for taking the time to call in. I look forward to seeing you at the Slav Olympics. And
Yes, sir, I look forward to meeting you. We Matthew plays every time you come on. He tries to find it so he can hear it.
yeah.
And we have, I have to admit, I'm not much of into the football thing, but I love listening to you guys. I really do.
We have a good time.
And I'm 100 years old, so if I like it, most everybody likes it. Us old people, we don't know that.
Yeah.
But anyhow, thank you so much for talking to me.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Good to hear from you, and I'll see you in a week and a half. Matthew Mayhem's mother-in-law calling in to set the record straight. Please tell me Pigskin Pete is still in the comment section. Did Pigskin?
What's Pete? Oh, hold on. He was probably fixing to answer that.
Pete was.
I was gonna ask what Pete had to do with Mayhem Matthews.
Pete missed that.
Okay, all right.
I hope he didn't miss that.
Good
Good morning, Your
Okay, so explain to me who
Okay.
Mayhem Matthews is.
So Mayhem Matthews is someone competing in the Slob Olympics. He's a Georgia fan and a Steelers fan. He has a YouTube channel. I think he
Okay.
has around 52 subscribers, something like that. Something small, but
Yeah. So he's
He is
just
a
getting
fan.
started.
well, he's been making videos for a while now, but he's gotten a lot more popular ever since he's announced that he's entering the Slav Olympics. So,
Okay.
the
Like
Slav
out of
Olympics-
nowhere, this guy that nobody in our community knows just says, "Hey, I'll be there," and it's like, now hold on, who?
Yeah,
It's like, who the
yeah,
hell
that's
is
kind of what happened. That's kind of what happened.
this?
So,
Hey, what's
so,
up, Nick? How you-
What's up, Ballard? It's been a while,
what's
man.
up?
Yeah.
What's up, everyone? But basically, going on with the story, when he entered the Slav Olympics, they did the Slav Olympic odds. And since nobody knew who the hell he was, they put him in last place.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
So, in the odds,
Got it.
So, and then Mayhem Matthew made a $50 bet with Pete that he'd beat Pete in the Slop Olympics.
Oh,
So that's
I'm guessing you're talking about Mr. Pigskin Pete.
yeah.
so
Pigskin Pete.
wait. Is that how it started? You made a bet with Mayhem Matthews that Mayhem Matthews would beat Pete, or he said that?
Yeah, that's what Mayhem Matthew said because he was upset
Okay.
that he was in last place, so he decided to make some bets.
I picked Pete last year to win the Slob Olympics. I was wrong, I think. Who? Big Dog Brett won it.
Yeah, Big Dog Brett won it, and he's coming
Nice
back
guy.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to come back, from what I understand, because he's got the trophy.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But so Mayhem Matthew was last, and then so after the bet and all that, he's been talking trash ever since. I'm gonna beat Lou. I'm gonna beat Pete. I'm gonna win the Slop Olympics. And then his mom calls into the show to set things straight and say,
Got him.
and then she puts everything back to reality. And Mayhem Matthew, he's a grown, he's in his 30s and all that, and his mom. As funny as that call is, what might be funnier is the video Mayhem Matthew made.
Oh, yeah?
Because that was directly at Lewin.
Oh, really?
I'll say this. I don't have a problem with talking trash, but he needs to back it up, at least.
Right.
He claims that, well, he has proof that he was in the military and other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll hear that later. I want baseball so bad.
Oh, yeah, the lockout.
Dude.
I know.
It's ridiculous, man. I'm gonna have to. I found a couple of channels. I know the Locked On Podcast Network, but I found like Locked On Giants and Locked On Rays. I used to listen to that podcast for a while, but I guess I'll be Locked On.
Braves are going to be the defending champs forever. They're going to be the defending champs forever. The Braves.
Yeah, we got to hurry up and get baseball back. I'm going to be honest.
Keep the Braves as the defending champs.
What?
Keep the Braves as the defending champs. No need to change it.
So no more baseball.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, really? That's how you want to do it, boy? Get that up on ad.
Now, I will be honest, Jacob. I think I'm going to, and it's not necessarily hopping on the bandwagon. I remember my first baseball game was like 08 or 09. And it was a Braves game. My brother and I went with my parents, I think, and like my aunt and uncle. And we got all this like Braves gear and everything. We got a bat that had at least, it wasn't actually signed. I mean, I'm sure it was his real signature, but you heard of Chipper Jones, big time player for the Braves in their history. It was his signature printed on a bat. We came home with foam fingers and little mini hats that they put the ice cream in. I mean, we had so much Brave stuff. So I do love the Braves. I've been to not even just one. I think that I can think of two. Because, I mean, even a few years ago, it wasn't but 5-6 years ago, my grandmother came down for spring break when I still lived in Florida. And we found time to go to a spring training game that they were having in Orlando over at Disney at the ESPN Wide World of Sports Complex or something. So I do love the Braves.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, no, they need to hurry this thing up, the lockout.
Yeah, but
dude, I'm about to cry my eyes out because we're supposed to be having spring training games like right now as we talk.
Mm-hmm. But as you may know, Ballard, I'm a diehard Washington Nationals fan. I've been one since 2010.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've been a diehard Nats fan for 12 years, and I was literally crying in happy tears when they won their first World Series back in 2019. I was just emotioned by that, and I still remember. I'm serious. I'm serious.
No, I'm not laughing at you. I'm sorry. I'm on Twitter because I was gonna figure some stuff out about the MLB. I just it always pulls up like the latest news. I won't bring it up because it's the political stuff, but
Ooh, okay.
yeah.
Oh
but-
yeah, we don't want to go there.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
but
I
this I'll bring up. Barrett Sallee from CBS. I think it's CBS Sports. He's a big time reporter. He's CBS Sports. He tweets out 7 hours ago. Congrats to the Atlanta Braves, the final World Series champions of all time.
Man, get that up on Eddie.
Yeah, I'll buy it. I'll take it.
That's fun. That's funny. That's funny.
But serious, man, you better get that up on Addy.
Is that dang Matt Smith you're talking?
Oh, yes.
I haven't seen that man in years. I just kind of outgrew that stuff.
You
I
know,
just kind of watch him.
I had
The
to
sports,
say that. Had to say that though.
being the champions is great, but in my opinion, it's never worth not having a season.
True.
It's never worth that.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Good point.
At least this. Hey, look on the bright side. Nobody's dumb enough to cancel college football, except the Pac-12.
Thank
2
God.
years ago, but yeah,
The Pac-12.
2 years ago, they play 5 games. Yeah, come on.
They should just cancel
What's the
football
point?
anyways. They should just
What?
cancel football anyways.
The Pac-12.
Yeah, the Pac-12 should just. They might as well cancel football.
No, it's the Big 12 because they can't even win a playoff game. So why are they even?
The Big 12 and the ACC. The Big 12 and the ACC can join them. Actually, I
Clemson
changed
too,
my
because
mind.
Clemson's on. Like
I'll let the
Johnson
ACC and
everything.
Big 12 move to the Group of 5, and the Pac-12 can just cancel football.
Yeah. So they start the ACC women's tournament starts tomorrow officially.
But the Big 12, I have to be honest, the Big 12 is getting better.
Yeah.
Mhm. Also, you want to know something, Ballard?
What's up?
March Madness is right around the corner, boys.
Hell yeah! Let's go.
I'm excited.
Man.
My team won't be in it, but I'm excited.
Oh no! Hold on,
My
turn
team-
it to ESPN right now.
What?
Are you watching Wisconsin Purdue?
Yeah, I'm watching
It is-
Wisconsin Purdue.
Okay, don't say nothing. I'm gonna watch this. Hold on. It's like a 3-point game with 10 seconds.
Yeah, I've been watching it this
And
entire
it's the
time.
top 10. Purdue's 4 and Wisconsin's what? 8?
No,
Or 10?
Purdue
No.
is 8, Wisconsin's 10.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
You messed
Oh,
up,
my
Ballard,
gosh.
silly goose.
And Purdue just
Got
lost
him.
to Michigan State.
Dang.
That's
The
right.
Big Ten stacked in basketball this year.
No kid.
Load.
But who do you guys think will win March Madness this year? For me, it's tough.
I'm gonna go with Gonzaga.
Ooh, okay.
I still think I'm still wishy-washy with all these different teams. I mean, it could be anybody, but
Well, if I were to pick a team, I would go with the Kentucky Wildcats. I'd say Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with
I like
Kentucky.
that.
I'm going
now
with Kentucky.
I know who I want to win is my Crimson Tide, obviously as a fan.
Well, yeah.
But
Yeah,
who I
roll
think's gonna win?
down Tide.
Yeah,
But if we're
who
going
I
to reality-
think's gonna win? Honestly, I hate to say it, but man, if Auburn can just rest up and get some things straightened out, Bruce Pearl might take his guys on a run.
He might.
Maybe, but
Auburn, but the SEC just came out with their. Well, no, not the SEC, but the Final Four odds just came out, and Auburn had the 3rd highest odds in the SEC for the Final Four. They're behind
That is
Tennessee and
up.
Kentucky.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
Hey,
Kentucky's
another
at
game
8.
you need to watch, Jacob. Another game you got to watch tonight is Arizona USC.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's
Arizona USC.
Number
Another-
2 on 16.
That ought to be
Arizona's a really good team.
good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, hey Ballard,
What's up?
Bama plays at home tomorrow against Texas A&M.
That's a win.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, UConn versus Creighton tomorrow. Ooh, that ought to be an interesting game.
Well, there's a lot of interesting games.
Mm-hmm. Especially UConn and Creighton tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna watch that one. I'm going with UConn.
Ballard, you better be watching that. All I'm gonna
Oh,
say.
Which one?
I'm gonna take
Watch
UConn
watch the Purdue Wisconsin game. Watch it now.
I'm watching it.
I know it's close.
1.5. Purdue's going to throw it in. Let me call this. Oh, it's over. Wisconsin upsets Purdue. They intercept the ball as it's thrown in, 70-67.
Yep.
No.
They're storming the courts.
No.
They
yes.
clinched the share of the 20th Big Ten regular season title.
I still
Oh
think
my
Purdue's.
dude, look at the court. Are you watching this crap?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
It doesn't change my mind about what I think Purdue's going to do in the tournament, though.
I know, but Wisconsin, man.
I still think Purdue's going to make the national championship.
Come on, son.
Come on, son.
Got him.
Now it's back.
Wait.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch this game tonight.
Yeah, I want to see. I
number
want to see.
16.
Where's Michael Hogan? I want to see how he's feeling. You know.
I don't know.
since
I got him on Twitter though, and I think I got him on Facebook.
Yeah. They were actually storming the court. Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
That gives me college football vibes. Like, seriously.
They do that all the time in college basketball.
Whew.
Yeah, but storming the court gives me college football vibes, if you know what I mean. But
Yeah, Texas A&M.
Yeah,
is really
big
good.
time upsets or wins.
Mm-hmm.
Texas A&M's really good at that.
Mm-hmm. Especially Alabama. Alabama can sometimes pull off upsets in college basketball. Am I right, Ballard?
Yeah, and football.
My
Yeah,
reference to
and don't-
Texas A&M.
And don't forget my team, which is Virginia.
My reference to Texas A&M is when they beat Alabama and stormed the court.
Exactly.
Oh,
Also,
and basketball.
No, football. Why would it be
They stormed the
basketball?
court in football. What are you talking about?
Texas.
Storm the field.
Yes. Oh.
Done.
Also, hey, Ballard.
Hey, speaking of, we do play A&M tomorrow, and they're not a bad team. They're 18-11.
Hey, Ballard,
they're
guess
on
what?
a cold streak.
Yeah. What?
This is to the Texas Longhorns fans. Horns down, y'all.
Hey, I'll do you one better, buddy. How about this picture?
Oh.
That needs to be
all season.
that
Week
needs to be
2 is
the-
coming.
Ballard, that needs to be the title cover of Alabama Texas preview for next year. Because you're playing Texas next
I
week.
always. I mean, that'll be like my official trash talk. If you want, that could be like my official trash talk video cover.
I would definitely
but-
definitely watch that.
When I do team previews, man, I just got to get like a good cover with the logos. I don't know. I'm just that way.
I remember
That's just part of
I
it.
remember in 2021 when I was doing some previews, I was basically instantly calling Georgia the national champions before the season because I knew it was going to happen. I could see it.
You got so lucky.
Oh, we
Yeah.
didn't get lucky.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
You did get lucky.
I mean, you're so lucky that it was a pick six.
Oh yeah,
No,
really.
Y'all had it all the way. I even called it in the preseason.
But this
I
year,
mean,
it's hard to go back to back though. So now, you know, we'll see. We'll see.
Yep.
Georgia
have
will
to
be
wait and
back
see.
though.
Mm-hmm. But I'm so excited to make my March Madness predictions when the bracket is revealed.
Yeah, here's the thing about March Madness. We're
is
making
that
these-
this Sunday? It's this Sunday, right? Or next week?
Wait, the picks?
The bracket reveal. Selection
That'll
show.
be after conference tournaments.
Yeah, that'll be after the conference tournaments.
13th, not the 6th, but the 13th. We have, I'm assuming we got the conference games next week then. Because
Yeah.
I know I went ahead and I tried to make a bracket on ESPN, but you can't make it because they fill the bracket out based on how the games are set up. And then you just got to make the picks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
So
you know what,
yeah,
Ballard? All I'm going to say is that I bet there's never been a 14 seed to win the SEC tournament before, but we already know it's going to happen this year.
mm-hmm.
What? Oh, Georgia?
Yeah,
And
Georgia.
Gonna
I
be the
I
ultimate
still
Central
can't
team.
stop laughing at the horns down ballad.
That's basically, I mean, it is practically the middle finger to a Texas fan. I mean, just call it what it is.
Exactly.
I mean, it's
Hey, the horns down. It might be banned in the Big 12, but it's not banned in the SEC, though. And Arkansas
oh
showed
my gosh, yes, yes.
It's
And
not banned in
Sankey is not. Listen to me. Sankey won't put up with that crap. What I mean is,
Arkansas.
he's not a snowflake. He's not a cupcake
Arkansas.
crybaby. I mean,
And guess what? Arkansas showed that last year when their players were doing it. And I bet Alabama's probably going to do the same thing.
yeah, we are.
Facts.
If Georgia ever played Texas,
I feel
we did,
bad
but
for
never played them
Oklahoma,
again.
though.
What?
I feel a little bad for Oklahoma, though, because, I mean, that's Red River tradition, you know.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
if you beat Texas in that game, you should have the right to give them the horns down. That's fair.
Yeah.
And that's the
Oklahoma.
bottom line. That's the bottom line.
Speaking of Oklahoma and Texas, I find it funny how their falls are happening right before they join the SEC.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true.
Speaking of Oklahoma, they really disappointed me last year because preseason of 2021, I was so high on them. I really thought that they and then they just go out. They don't even make the Big 12 championship. So it's just like, I mean, everyone was high on Oklahoma, and then they just failed. Oh, he left. Well, Bow, you're still here, right? All right, looks like I'm taking over the show. This is a Georgia Bulldogs channel. Go Dogs. Or we're about that energy. Nothing, Ballard. Nothing. I had to take over the stream for a second. But
Yeah, I stepped aside.
you're watching this Arizona USC game. Arizona jumping out.
Oh, yeah, man.
Anyways,
They're on a run.
Yeah, before you left, I was talking about how much of a disappointment Oklahoma was.
Yeah. In basketball or in football?
Football, 2021. I mean, I'm just going to say it up front. I picked them to make the national championship and lose to Georgia.
What's up, Drew? How you doing, buddy? Jeff says piss on. Oh my gosh.
Oh. Well. That's what. That's what happens when I sleep. Oh, he said Ballard busting his 5th Bud Light of this evening.
Yeah.
Well.
Whee!
There we go, Ballard.
Yeah.
I don't know. Chess picked out Oklahoma to win the national championship.
Yeah. Oh, and shout out to Brian Kelly.
Shout out to
He was born and raised.
Born and raised to
I
give.
mean, I like Brian Kelly, but he is truly the next Dan Mullen. I mean, he hasn't even coached a game at LSU. He's faking a Cajun accent. He's dancing with recruits. I mean, he didn't do that stuff at Notre Dame, did he?
Because Notre Dame has restrictions. You can't party at Notre Dame like you can at LSU.
That's true.
Because Notre Dame is a Catholic school and all that.
My church friend here, Drew, said only the fifth to Jeff Webster's comment. I know this guy from church, by the way. Jeff says, "Attaboy, Ballard. At least you're drinking beer."
From the dust you came to the dust you came.
I don't get it. Yeah, I got you, Drew. I love you, buddy. I got you, man.
I can't wait for the next time Georgia plays LSU because Georgia's struggled so much against LSU for some reason. It's just
in football.
Yeah, we've struggled against
play them, though, right? Like,
I mean, we lost to them in 2019, lost to them in 2018. We beat them in 2013. Thank God.
Played them in the regular season, didn't you?
Yeah,
they were like a cross division team.
Yeah, and we got blown out in 2011. It's just, you know, we need revenge on LSU. I'm tired of losing to them. Although I will say this, the 2013 win was very sweet. Considering at the time,
Alabama, you know, it's so funny when people say that, you know, I'll say this. It's so funny when people say that Alabama beats everybody they play. They never lose a game. They always, you know, they're always, you know, they're always winning. But I'm fixing to pull something up, Jacob, and I want you to see this. There's a few different articles, actually, but I think it looks like one. Here's one from USA Today, July 11th, 2021. Put this one out. Teams Alabama has never beaten, or how many teams are undefeated against Alabama? You ready for this one?
I'm ready.
All right. How many college football teams are undefeated against Alabama?
I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, Nick Saban there. Yeah, okay. AJ Spur put this out almost a year ago. 18 national championships, 3 Heisman trophies. Okay.
I know it's certainly not South Carolina.
Okay. First one, Carlisle.
A 1920s team. That's what Carlisle was.
1914. We'll never have. Their team was discontinued in 1917, so we can't redeem ourselves there. Apparently, what it's saying. It says Alabama will never have the opportunity for redemption. Central, okay, UCF is 1-0 against us. Believe it or not. The real national champs. Sorry, UCF. So it was 2000. They won 40-38.
Century College, that's a team from the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing Alabama can do about that.
They were shut out in 1924, 17-0. After that, they did not lose another game in college football until the 1927 season.
Jesus.
So that pretty much that's motivation right there. We'll keep looking. What's up, Jeff? How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Jeff?
Cumberland. Where the hell is that?
Cumberland, that's the team that got blown out 222-0 the Georgia Tech.
It was 1903, 44 to 1903.
Cumberland
Cumberland through a bunch of different iterations and changes and moves of their campus and everything,
Yeah.
is now what we call Western Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
Hmm?
Here you go. Here's a
Oh.
Georgia.
That
Georgia
was a team from.
pre-flight.
That's World War II team.
What is this? Oh,
That's a World War
II.
II. So basically, they had all these pre-flight teams during the World War II era, and that's what Georgia pre-flight was.
35-19. Okay.
Yeah.
Minnesota. Oh, Minnesota Golden Gophers. Are you
One of the
serious?
reasons why
2004 Music City.
One of the reasons why it was a
Okay.
big deal, and several national newspapers voted Alabama the national champions in 1925, was because Alabama went out to the Rose Bowl and beat USC, and that was a big deal because you didn't leave the part of the country you were in because you had to travel by train.
Yeah.
It took them almost 3 days to get there. You know, so you didn't play. Illinois didn't play Arizona. Georgia didn't play Syracuse. You didn't do it. If you couldn't get there within 6 hours by train, you didn't go.
We've only played Oklahoma State. You mean to tell me only one time in history? Now I know we got the 28-29 season as a home and home, but in the 06 Independence Bowl, Alabama lost 34-31. Also, the previous team here was Northern Illinois, who's 1-0 against us.
The mighty Northern Illinois.
Rice.
I don't think Alabama's ever played Iowa. I think they've only played Illinois once. They've only played Iowa State, I think, one time.
Rice is 3-0.
Look at those mighty Rice Owls.
In the 1950s.
Yeah, 1950s.
Even
Probably
a home and home series sweep wouldn't tie the series.
Oh, gee.
I know that. I get it. Utah. Okay, I think I remember this Sugar Bowl.
Now
by
we
the
all
way,
know when this happened.
yeah,
Went after
that
Alabama.
was.
They went 12-0.
Now you got to understand
That
that was still a pretty good season, though. It was to start off
that was a
before
great
the
season.
season.
that
Yeah,
game you're looking at right there.
the Utah Sugar Bowl.
That game should be the game that all the Alabama haters hate the most, because that started it. They were 12-0. They lost to Florida in the SEC. They were number 2. Florida was number 1. They lost to Florida in the SEC title game. They got down on themselves and they played poorly against Utah, and they finished with 2 losses in a row. And the next year, the Natty year, the 2009 year, was all about finish. And it started the process. This is the game that started the process. This loss to Utah taught Alabama. Bear Bryant's famous quote is, "You don't know how to win until you know how to lose."
That is true.
Oh, that's a fair point. Georgia used that strategy. Georgia used that strategy this year.
Yeah, this next team is Villanova.
And it's still evident that they don't know how to win.
Well, they won the Natty.
40.
So.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, the Georgia fans have no understanding of how to win, how to behave themselves, how you react when you win a Natty. You can tell it's brand new to them. You can tell because they don't know what they're doing.
Well,
I'll say this real quick. I'll say this real quick. This last team is Villanova, men's basketball school. They faced one time, walked away victorious, 1951, and they beat us 41-18. They beat us like a drum. But I want to show this.
Villanova, the alma mater of Hall of Famer Howie Long.
Yes,
Howie
great
Long.
player. Yeah.
And then Villanova,
Villanova
quit football for like 30 years. I think they started football back up again, but they quit it in the late 70s or early 80s. They canceled their own program.
They're in the FCS now.
Well, I wanted to show this for anybody out there that
Crazy.
says Bama never loses.
Well,
And by the way, other proof of it, and I mean, I guess I don't know if we want to transition to that, but how many undefeated seasons? Only 2 of 6 title runs with Saban. Yeah.
I mean, who says Bama doesn't lose? We've lost 25 games. Of course, it's taken us
No, I
15.
mean it's still
It's
you
taken
know
us
there's still
15.
people out there.
It's taken us 15 years to do that.
Right.
But we've lost 25 games, and only one time, I'm going to spell that out for you. ONE, one time has Alabama lost by more than 15 points.
Clemson.
I hate to
Once.
bring it up, but you're talking about the Clemson game, right?
Right. That's the only time.
Yeah.
One time.
And only 2 times by well, no, never mind.
They've lost twice by 14, twice by 15, and once by whatever it was in the Clemson game.
Oh yeah,
28.
that's what I was about to say. Twice by 2
Yeah,
touchdowns.
they have five losses by 14 or more points, but 2 of those are by 14 and 2 of them are by 15. So it's not like they've got a 27 and a 29 and a 33.
Right.
Oh yeah,
And back to back 41 to 24 17-point losses, and back to back humiliations in their own stadiums where they wore their black shirts and when they all showed up with their war paint on and it rained and they left at halftime. Yeah, they don't have any of those kind of humiliations.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
You said you still want revenge on Clemson, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want revenge. See, to revenge means somebody took something from you or did you wrong. And Georgia didn't take anything from us, and they didn't do us wrong. They were the better team that night. So do I want to beat Georgia? Yeah, but I don't want revenge on Georgia. I'm not hunting Georgia down.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Georgia fans. Georgia fans are all pissed off because Alabama fans aren't. They're like, yeah, Alabama fans should be acting like it's the end of the world. They lost to a walk-on quarter. We're not acting like it's the end of the world. We're going to be right back there, bitch.
Yeah.
I
think Jacob though. I thought
we lost to the one team. We lost to the one team that stood a chance to beat us last year in a natty. No other team would have stood a chance to beat. If we'd played Texas A&M again last year in the national championship, we'd have won by 3 touchdowns.
Oh yeah, the A&M game was a fluke.
Yeah,
No,
but Clemson stole a natty from us in 2016 with 1 second left. That pain has not gone away.
Because we haven't beaten them since 2015 in a natty, at least.
And that's if you told me right now, if you could give me a gold-plated guarantee, said, hey, guess what, Webb? Bama's going to win the natty next year. Who do you want to beat in the championship game? Not even a split second. You couldn't even get the question out before I would answer Clemson.
Clemson,
so not Georgia.
No, I could knock Georgia out in the SEC title game, so they don't even make the playoffs. They can watch it. They can watch the playoffs on TV.
Oh,
have fun in the Sugar Bowl.
Yeah,
we'll be in the Fiesta Bowl, partying it up.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
Somebody, Kentucky, South Carolina, somebody is going to get Georgia this year.
Okay, that's fair because going 12.
It might even.
And I think somebody's going to get Alabama, and I think they're both going to go to Atlanta 11-1, and it ain't going to be like one of those. Well, if the other team wins, they're going to both make it. It's going to be the loser is going to be gone.
You know who's not going to get us? Either one of our teams, Auburn, because their record on the road against Georgia and Alabama recent years is. Well, first off, they're going to be a crappy team anyway. They suck. And they're not good outside of their own stadium.
I'm just saying, I think somebody will get Alabama. because I don't like to say, like I did this year. I didn't do it this year either. I said somebody would get us this year. I just didn't. I was wrong. I didn't think it would be A&M. I thought it was going to be Auburn. So I was wrong on who did it. Somebody will get us because that's just how it goes. There's always that one game. It just works out that way. It's just too damn hard to run the table. It's just too many things have to happen all at the same time. Somebody's going to get you somewhere along the line. And then how do
Jeff,
you
did
play
you
with
hear-
that one? How do you play? How do you respond with that one loss under your belt when you know you can't stand to have another one? That's the trick. How do you
Jeff,
play
did you
when
ever hear
every week you could get knocked out of the playoffs?
Did you ever hear my bold claim that this season I picked I've already previewed Tennessee and Florida, but if you look at Uncle Lou, General Valtard has to be resurrected.
Yes,
And then Florida, yes. I think they beat
Tennessee.
Florida.
I think Tennessee resurrects General Valtard against Florida this year.
Yes.
Oh, I do too.
So we're all in agreement on that. First off, I will say, even after the crap that happened with Pruitt going, I got to be honest. I got to give Heupel some credit. I think in his first year with the Vols last year, he did pretty good. And
did
I
fine.
think
Heupel did great. Heupel did great.
Yeah, he's going to bring a lot back too. He's got to improve and get better. And I just think that Florida is now the new Tennessee in a way where, you have they didn't really have any allegations. It was just their coach was stupid. I mean, just call it what it is. I mean, Dan Mullen was just didn't know what he was doing, didn't care, and they left him. Now, I think Billy Napier could do some things at Florida, but I mean, it's going to take some time to rebuild that because Dan Mullen can't recruit, so they don't have any players.
Here's the thing about Josh Heupel. I think he looked great his first year, but the thing is, it's only 1 year. I think
That's
we all.
true.
It's only 1 year. Same.
I mean,
thing
even
with
Jeremy Pruitt
England.
had a good first year, but then his second year, he started losing to Georgia State and BYU. You know what I mean?
Good first year.
I think he at least did. I think he did okay in 2018.
I mean, he went 5-7. I wouldn't call that a good first year.
Well, I don't. He didn't lose to teams like Georgia State or BYU.
I mean, if anything, they had a better year in 2019 when they went 8-5.
Somehow. But yeah, I get your point.
Florida won't be down forever, and they won't be down long. So you got to, if you're gonna molest Florida, you got to do it now because they're not going to be easy prey forever.
The iron hot.
I still think and Florida will get us sometimes. I know that, but I think for most of the time, Kirby's going to get Florida.
Yes, I would. Yes, I would think the balance would rest with Georgia. Yes.
I don't expect Florida to go away at all, but
I like. I will say I do like where Beamer's going with South Carolina, though.
I do. And out of any team on their schedule next year, call me crazy, South Carolina worries me the most. Not because I think they're the best team we play, but just the circumstance.
And you got to go to Kroger Field.
Yes. My thing with Kentucky that calms me down a little bit, though, is at least they're a running team. At least they're running right into where Georgia's strength is, even though we lose Jordan Davis and all that. But so that's my comfort with that. South Carolina, I hope they will. They're going to air the ball out next year. They can't run it, but they'll air it out next year. And at South Carolina, week 3, early in the season, it's a little bit concerning there.
I saw a video earlier. BVD posted that his surgery went well.
Oh, yeah, I left a comment on that video.
Yeah. He's been through a lot the past year, man.
Wow. It'd only be fitting for Tennessee to beat Florida for him next year. Because
Yeah, I'll be pulling for Tennessee in that game, and I never say that, but I
I'll
don't
pull
know.
for, I'll pull
Florida's
for
driving me nuts.
I'll pull for Tennessee because I never pull for Florida. That doesn't exist.
Well,
for
you're a
me.
Georgia fan. You got to
Yeah,
understand. I'm
I
an
don't pull
Alabama.
for Florida.
I never pull for Auburn. If anything,
You shouldn't.
that's the only. Nobody should. And Auburn fans, I question their life decisions. If I were them, you know,
Life decisions.
yeah.
Oh,
Jeff
Gene
knows what
Stallings said that. Gene Stallings said that before the '92 Iron Bowl, the year they won the Natty.
Did he actually say it like that?
Yeah, they had a little
I
pregame
question their
thing.
life decisions based on
Yeah,
who they're
they had a
pulling for.
pregame thing, little pregame where the coaches talk to the reporters before the game, and then they air it. They air it, while their teams are warming up.
Yeah.
And they said, "Let's hear from Alabama coach Gene Stallings about the Iron Bowl." And he said, "You're born and raised in Alabama, and you got till about the time you're 5, 6 years old, you get in school. And at that point, you're going to have to make a decision. Or you're going to root for the Tide, or you're going to root for that other school. And
Other school.
whatever decision you make, that's going to dictate the entire rest of your life." Yep.
And Gene Stallings he's a good coach, but the Alabama boosters ruined it.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I really think that if a couple of things had gone his way, he might have won back-to-back natties. He might have won it in '93 because the '93 team was almost as good as the '92.
Yeah, Florida State won.
Stallings won 62 games in 7 years, coming off a program that was in real need of help. So, I like the Bryant quote at I think it was halftime of the Sugar Bowl. I'm not sure I'm not sure when it is, but he's standing in front of the score. He's standing in front of the chalkboard, and he says to the players, he says, "Men," he says, "the most important thing that you have to remember is that you are Alabama and they are not."
Is this it right here? Speech to incoming freshmen?
No, that was different. I've seen
Why
it.
you can win on little things, and we'll be talking with you about little things as long as you're here. On little things and a little something extra. Now let's just suppose that we say
Here's where he goes the 85, 90%.
the maximum
This
ability
is the
one can
85,
have
75 speech.
is 100. That's the way we'll approach it. And let's say here I am, someone that really only has, based on that 100, a 75% or 75 ability.
Yeah, I've seen this about 5,000
And here
times.
over here is someone that has 85 that I'm going to play against. Now, it takes everyone, but this is just for you as an individual. Now, on Saturday, by virtue of the fact that you have paid the price, you've learned those lessons, you work on the little things, you are willing to give a little extra. Although you only have 75% ability, you play a little over your head, and we expect you to. Okay, you play, and you'll be an 85 player that day. Now, here's another man over here that's playing against you. Now, this could happen, it don't always happen. That maybe he hasn't played the prize. Maybe he hasn't learned those lessons. Maybe he's not as dedicated as you are. And he doesn't play as well as he's supposed to play. And he falls off 10%. Or he falls off 10. He only plays 75. And that's just to illustrate my point. Then you, because of your preparation and the things I'm trying to get across to you, you can beat him because you paid 85. And if we do that as a team, 11 at a time, 4 years from now, we'll be walking out here as a national champion. And I'll tell you this, I expect nothing less.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was when it was a baby before it grew up. That was the
Yeah.
process. That was
Yeah.
the process.
That was
Because
very
that is Saban. That's Saban right there with a Southern accent and a drawl.
What amazes me is I want to know how people find these videos, because obviously that's from like the 60s or 70s right there of Bear Bryant. But they find stuff like that, and it's so cool to see it uploaded to
It really
YouTube,
is.
which, by the way, came out in 04 or 05. I don't know how they save it, but
I don't either, but I'm glad that people can sneak that out.
I'm assuming at the University of Alabama, they probably taped it the way they did, and they just held on to it, and transferred it. And but yeah, that like Jeff said, I mean, that was the original process of the Crimson Tide.
I remember a Bear Bryant quote. He was asked, how long is it before they can beat Auburn again? Because they're on a losing streak or something. And then Bear Bryant answered with 60 minutes.
Yeah. I remember I read a quote by him from one season where Notre Dame was like the best team, or it was like Alabama and Notre Dame, and he was asked, they said something about like, aren't you worried about a Notre Dame or whatever? He said, "Oh, believe me, I'd love to beat Notre Dame, but nothing matters more to me than beat the Cow College on the other side of the state."
As great of a coach as Bear Bryant was, that's the one team he struggled against, Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's true.
Still, 6 natties, though, and all that. Easily one of the best coaches of all time. And probably the GOAT before Saban.
Well, he's still technically, Jeff, I think you pointed this out once, that, the real number which Saban almost had this year up until, I mean, it was clearly Georgia's year, but, like if he wins it this year, he will have 8 titles in total, but he has the most of any Alabama coach. I think that's what he's going for. He wants to break Bear completely.
Well,
because they'll have 7 at Bama and he'll have 8 overall, if you want to count the 03 title at LSU.
the 03 title.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he went to the NFL, went back to college, all that.
What's up, Crimson Brave? How you doing?
What's up, Crimson? No, Crimson. I'm talking about Bear Bryant, not Alabama.
Traveling fools, yo.
Yeah, see? Yeah. Yeah, Notre Dame's not the same program nowadays.
Dead and buried and gone.
Yeah.
And I really think that the Marcus Freeman hire, I really think it's going to mess them up.
I think that I don't think he'll do super terrible, but dude, they really lost something when they let Brian Kelly go, I think.
Well, they didn't let him go. Brian Kelly chose to leave.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is like him leaving is definitely going to hurt the program.
It is, because Brian Kelly brought the program back and everything. And
yeah.
I am interested, and I know he's done all this clown stuff already, but I am interested seriously at what he can do at LSU.
I think he'll do great. I think that, I think all this stuff was just him trying to fit in a little and kind of give a sense of humor that he has. And like the TikTok videos I could get if you want to just hang out with the players and build that kind of culture.
The
Sorry.
funny part is the dance he did with Danny Lewis, the tight end. He committed to Alabama. That was the funniest part. The
Yeah,
guy
right.
that he didn't even go to
Thanks a
LSU.
lot for that, Kelly. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, y'all got a tough road for the future in terms of teams rising in the SEC West. I get it, you're Alabama, but still, A&M,
I don't
LSU,
sleep on it, I really don't.
Arkansas, Ole Miss.
Arkansas, yeah, I think they can bounce back. I think that they're one of those teams that,
Bounce back.
well, here's the I think they had the right start, but not the right finish. Like, I think if they had, I don't know what, but I really think that talent wise and everything, they're a better team than how they ended up with the record and everything.
I mean, if anything, their talent was 5-win talent. And Pippen evaluated those players, developed them into a 9-win team. I mean, they overachieved, if anything.
Yeah.
Because Pittman he's looking like a really good coach so far. Oh well, yeah, Crimson. That's no surprise. It's the same thing at Notre Dame. Quarterbacks and receivers. Notre Dame has some great linemen, linebackers, all that, but they ain't gonna have a quarterback or receivers. And then Ole Miss too. And, well, Jeff, he left.
Yeah, he did.
He dipped in and then left. A WNBA team's getting fined $500,000.
What happened? Who is it?
It's New York Liberty. They chartered flights, apparently.
Oh, is that one of those like G League teams or something?
No, it's the WNBA.
Oh, WNBA. Okay.
Termination of their franchise is possible. Oh, must be very bad. No. Sounds like Texas A&M is going to have to pay that fine in a couple of years.
So,
yeah, no, they're not going to get fined, but they did it fair and square. Credit to them, but there has to be a salary cap. I mean, in my opinion. I mean, what do you think?
I think so.
But credit to them. They did it fair and square.
A&M.
Yeah.
I still want to know how much it costs, but yeah, I'd say that. I still can't. The only thing that sticks out to me was how Jimbo was quick to jump down the reporters' throats after they asked him about it. I mean, he
coaches
just
in the SEC West ever since the season ended has been acting like a bunch of clowns over there.
Yeah. Even Saban, I'll admit it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm not even talking about his most recent interview. I'm talking about some other stuff. I mean, I know that we played that call probably an hour ago. Well, where would you rank that call all time?
Which one?
The call we played an hour ago with Matthew Maham's mom calling into the Uncle Lou show.
That's gonna be some of the best. That's got to be a top 5 right there, at least for me.
Yeah, top 5 call. In my opinion, it's the best call I've ever seen, non-football related. All these other great calls are football related, of somebody saying something stupid. But this call was just pure, comedy.
Yeah.
Of course, Georgia fans, not talking about you, think Saban was making excuses. Lol, clowns. I mean, if I'm being honest, Alabama's receivers didn't step up at all in the Natty game. Travel Full said, we flew on a flight to China with some WNBA woman one time. They were Class A.
biatches.
I couldn't even read that with a straight face. I love traveling.
Hey, I got one for you.
What?
How does Snoop Dogg keep his socks clean?
How?
He uses bleach. Bleach.
Yeah.
Bleach. That was, I'm telling you, that was the coolest halftime show I've ever seen.
Bleach. Yeah, and I mean, okay, since you're an Alabama fan, I'm going to ask you, how far do you think Alabama's going to go in March Madness?
Obviously, I would hope it's all the way. I think we could honestly turn it around. Who am I kidding? I think we make it to the 32. Right, I think that's right before the 16, the Sweet
Okay,
16.
32.
We made it to the Sweet 16 last year, but we lost a few players. We have some good moments this year. We have some good qualities. We have some good wins, but dude, this team is not what it was last year. We got some young guys, and I just don't. I gotta say we don't get past the round of 32. I mean, if we make it back to the Sweet 16, that I guess it wouldn't be the biggest surprise in the world, but we're not a team to run it all the way or
It
run
wouldn't
it
be.
very far, I don't think.
I wouldn't be totally shocked if they made the Sweet 16. I mean, look at the teams they beat this year.
That's true.
The main
But let's
problem,
say they got to face them again, like a Gonzaga in March, a Baylor in
but the thing
March.
about Alabama, and this is, I think, pretty much obviously been the main problem with them this year, they're inconsistent.
You just don't know what you get out of them.
Yeah. And honestly, it falls on Nate Oates, if I'm being honest.
No, you're not wrong. I mean, he is a great coach, but there's some things that he needs to work on or just needs to realize, hey, I'm not doing something right, and just fix it.
Yeah, well, at least you're not in George's position.
Here we go.
Yeah, Georgia. Never have they been elite at basketball, but this is an all-time low.
Yeah.
Hey, as long as we have football, though, and baseball and all that.
Yeah.
Providence and Villanova played. And after sneaking out about 1,000 close wins, Providence finally loses.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So when do you think the MLB lockout's going to get worked out?
I don't know, man. As a baseball fan, I'm worried as hell right now about it. I don't, dude. They're never gonna reach an agreement. I mean, I don't know, man.
They will eventually. I mean, even if they take a season off.
Oh, Arizona's killing USC right, dude. You watching this?
Yeah, I'm watching it. Arizona.
51-27 at the half.
That's kind of what I expected because USC is a one-man team with Mobley,
Wow.
and that's about it.
Yeah. Wisconsin upsets Purdue. So
That's
that'll
something.
shake up the ranking a bit.
That's something that's killed these Bloods a little bit over the past 20 years and all that. Players have realized that they don't have to, like college football, you need to go to the big programs to show off and all that. But
Yeah.
you can be the main player because basketball is different. If you have one great player, you're instantly a tournament team, And once
Yeah.
players start realizing that, they realize they didn't need to go to Kentucky and Duke and all that. Now, Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina, they were still great teams, but
You just
uh,
need that game changer somewhere.
yeah, and once players started realizing that, all they really had to have is trust in themselves and be that main guy, and that's why Kemba Walker went to UConn and KD went to Texas and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can be that one player, well, there you go. Because football is different. One man teams in football don't work as well.
No, it's completely a team effort there on the field.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, you
basketball is
can't
different.
you can't expect for example, a quarterback to just run around in the pocket all day. You know.
The closest, at least in modern times, we'll say since the BCS era, the closest that it's really gone to a one man team I've seen was Vince Young in
Yeah.
Texas. The
Yeah.
closest. That's why I think he was the greatest quarterback of all time. But Cam Newton, of course, he didn't have as much help as other natty teams either.
Nah. He had who's the Bengals guy? Uzama. He went to Auburn. He had a guy like Terrell Zachary or something like that. He had like two key receivers, and that was practically it that he worked with. What?
I said Sammy Coates.
Nah, Sammy Coates was Nick Marshall in 2013.
Oh yeah, I meant no, I didn't mean to say Sammy Coates. Obviously, he was on Nick Marshall's team when
Yeah.
that's when Auburn had that was when they were playing the all offense, no defense game, and they played that game for 2 years.
Yeah.
2013 was the only year, believe it or not, 2013 was the only year outside of, well, actually, no. 2013 was the only year in the Saban era where the national champion didn't have to play Alabama. It was the only year. Florida State never had to play Alabama. All the other natty teams did.
Yeah, that is true.
That's even 2007, LSU played Alabama.
2008 Florida beat us in the SEC title.
Yeah, 2009 Bama won.
Yeah.
2010 Auburn beat Bama. Then 2 years in a row y'all won. In 14 Ohio State beat y'all. In
Yeah.
15 y'all won. 16 Clemson beat y'all. 17 y'all won. 18 Clemson beat y'all. 19 LSU beat you. 20 you won. 2021 Georgia beat you.
Yeah.
That Florida State team is stacked, by the way. But y'all would have beaten Auburn that year if you didn't miss 4 field goals.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Of course, that was the year of the kick 6.
Stop talking.
Yeah, well.
Man, yeah. Listen, man, I gotta get up. I got something at school tomorrow, so I'm gonna end it here, man. I don't want to be on too long, but I appreciate you coming on as always, bro.
All right, well. See you later, Ballard, and go Dogs. National
See ya.
champions. All right, bye.
For now.
Yeah.
See you, Jacob. Thanks for coming on. I love you, brother. Thanks, Jeff, for also joining in the stream tonight. Traveling Fools, Crimson Brave in the chat. Of course, Jeff, as I mentioned. Elijah Allen. My boy, Drew Morton. How you doing, buddy? Love you, bro. I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. Y'all do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up on your way out. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll catch you guys later on. Like, comment, and subscribe. All that good stuff. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. God bless. And like I always say,
Roll Tide!
love you guys. Roll Tide. Ballard Sports Media. Check it out. Love y'all. Peace out.